The stream has begun.
Yay.
Dun-na. The theme
Yes,
continues of
welcome.
Blurple.
Just setting up my color palette over here.
Nice.
That's... God damn it. Welcome to the art stream where I promote my comic for 1 hour and a half. By the way, you should read my comic. It's pretty good.
I'd promote my comic, but it's really bad. Don't do it.
You have a comic?
I have
You should let
two.
me read it.
You can if you want.
Where can I read?
It's on Webtoon.
Give me a name.
I don't think you'll find it. Like either of them.
I want to know.
Hang on.
What is it called?
One of them is called Cloaked.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm not good at art, so everything looks terrible.
I looked up Cloaked and there's only two called Cloaked Twilight and the Cloaked Hearts.
I told you you're not gonna find it. I tried looking for them too. They don't show up when you search for them.
They just don't exist.
Yeah, they're not real. Hang on. Utah has
They
arrived.
do not exist.
I have to, like, show you that they exist. Because I have Cloaked and another one that I've forgotten the name of.
Hello, Utah. Did you know about my comic? You should read it. It's called The Starlight Cafe. I'll post the link in... I have seen Endgame.
Yep, same. 'Twas good, everybody died.
Well, I mean... not everybody.
That's a lie. Everybody died.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe died with Endgame.
It's true. Here. Boop.
Oh, it does exist.
I told you.
Wow.
It's really bad.
Prologue Part 1.
Yeah.
Let's see the synopsis.
It's so bad.
The world can be a curious place for a living piece of clothing.
I fucking hate this synopsis as well.
Hey, it has a 10-star rating. It's pretty good. Just copy that link, post it in announcements.
I mean, you can.
I can't.
That's true, you can't. I could.
Okay, back to the draw stream. What is it gonna draw?
Something that's blurple, probably.
What's the hex code for the darker shade of blurple? Can't be bothered to find it. Never mind.
Yeah, Ben, there's another stream happening. There's always two streams.
This one is for the Australians, aka me.
Literally just cat her. How dare you imply that you're Tony Stark? You're not good enough, Utah.
You're Tony Stank.
You're only good enough to be Tony Stank.
I need a... What pose? What character? I should just copy Doodling Neko. And what was his Discord waifu he drew?
I've forgotten instantly.
There it is.
What am I
I
doing?
found it. Credit to...
Announcements.
doodling Neko for providing this OC that I'm gonna copy. What the hell?
Boop. There.
Boop.
I went to the zoo yesterday for Mother's Day.
Oh,
Yeah. We were out there for like 5 hours.
good old zoo.
Yeah.
What kind of animals?
Lots. I enjoyed a lot of them. They had a butterfly exhibit, which was pretty fucking neat. I think that was my favorite part.
That's called the cafeteria.
Yeah, I think that was probably my favorite part, is just seeing like the butterfly area. It was very whimsical and I enjoyed it. There was a tree in the middle of it that was like a centerpiece and it had like bottles as leaves, like glass bottles.
Butterflies are scary.
Are they?
They shock me.
I mean, they do like go at you sometimes. I feel like dragonflies are worse though.
Just the fact that butterflies are related to moths enough is good enough for me.
Moths aren't that bad.
I mean, they don't taste good, and that's not a good thing.
Well, yeah, because they're covered in dust.
Exactly. And butterflies are guilty by association.
Fair. My face. You know what's messed up about like going to
What?
the zoo, being there for 5 hours in the sun? Most of me just like tanned ever so slightly. Not even a lot. Like I'm still far paler than I ought to be for someone with like brown skin naturally. But the one part of me that didn't like even tan but got burnt instead was just my cleavage.
My penis.
No, it was just my chest. Which is unfair because there's no reason why that should have been the case. Like, my face didn't burn, my legs didn't burn, my arms didn't burn, just my chest. It's not like it was closer to the sun. I don't understand how it is that this ended up happening.
What an unfortunate part of events.
Legit. Ow. And now my body hurts because we were out there for a very long time.
Do you think it'll be viable to grab one of those UV protective umbrellas and just hold them between your breasts?
Get a mini umbrella.
Yeah. Is
I
that what
mean,
you think? Would you say that's viable and a viable option?
probably. If I wore the right bra, then I could just, like, plop it in there. It would be annoying, though. It'd get in my face. It was bad enough I had to deal with my hair. I got a haircut recently.
Oh,
Yeah.
what kind of haircut?
I got the sides of my head shaved.
I see.
E. And the top is, like, still a lot of hair, which is really funny because one of the things that my stylist made very, like, clear as to the huge benefit of, like, the haircut she was giving me was the fact that if I didn't like showing off the shaved sides or anything, then I could just let my hair like set naturally the way it was before and it still looks like I have a full head of hair.
Illusion 100.
Yeah. So it's like I even though I got all of that hair just shaved completely off, there's still enough hair on my head without that part that it looks absolutely normal. Like now, actually, I look like I have a normal head of hair instead of just a giant nest of like fluff. So, but yeah, past that, I do enjoy like how much cooler it is because fuck summer and even spring in Florida. It is hot AF outside.
Thank God it's winter.
Oh man, I saw baby birds today. Like,
Baby
again.
birds.
Yeah,
Impossible.
yeah. There've been a lot of baby ducks around recently, but like today we found some baby geese. They were just wandering around.
I don't think I've ever seen like a geese that's still alive.
There's a lot of like Canadian geese that just chill out outside in our backyard.
Need to think of new ways to promote my comic.
I'm just trying to make my brain work. I'm supposed to
Uh,
like
if you like the server, you should read the comic because there's a lot of people on the server in the comic. Wow.
how many people from the server are in the comic right now? Like 3?
But then it's me, Scancom. There's 2 columns, so I guess I'll count that as 2. There's Pons. Well, that's so far like 6 people who are in the in the server have showed up.
Has it been updated?
It has been updated like a few days ago. Read it.
Oh, dope. I didn't know.
I post. Wow.
Bitch, I don't check things that often. I just like came back from the dead. I've
That's it.
been
I'm gonna have to ping you next time I update.
Also, I've been working on my comic. I have had things to do.
Oh yeah, you said you have another one. What's the other one?
Let me get the link. Hang on. This
It's
one's
called
much
Flex
older.
Tape Man.
That's true. I need to finish writing the prologue for that. I have figured out the fight scene, kind of.
They punch. The end.
Legit. That's basically what it is. Hang on. What's the other one? This one's really bad. It's even worse than this one. But people actually like left comments and stuff on this one. The only good thing about this one is the particle effects. I really enjoy
The
playing with particle
particle
effects.
effects.
I like playing with particle effects. They're fun. What am I doing? Phone. Okay. Oh god. What's happening? Jesus Christ. Pop. Ugh. My insides. There. When did I
Oh, what?
do that one?
Trying to survive.
I know. It's funny because this is the most complicated story of the two.
Another prologue part 1.
I know.
Oh
I never
wow.
finish things.
Advisory content warning. Are you age 19 over? Yes.
Why did I put a content warning on that one?
I don't know, maybe because somebody gets stabbed in the third panel.
Well, I mean.
What?
What?
This is a lot shorter than I expected.
Why did you expect it to be longer? The other one's even shorter than this one.
I mean, I didn't read the first one, I just looked at the synopsis.
Yeah, the other one is even shorter.
It's one other one just 1 panel long. There's another point to read my comic instead. It has more panels than 5.
Oh, there's no question that you should read your comic instead of mine. Of all things to read. Never read my comic.
Hold on, is it still pinned somewhere?
Yours?
Yeah, my
Probably.
comic is still pinned in creative if you wanna go read.
It's pretty dope so far. At least I think so. I haven't
If
read the most
only
recent bit.
I had enough time to update it more.
Fair.
Because there was like a 4 months gap between the chapters.
Exactly. Sad face. I think I lost my focus group for like my writing stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah, because it's entirely my fault. I psyched them out because I said I wasn't gonna write anything anymore, and then I came back like instantly.
Psych, that's the wrong number.
Right. So I left, and I think they left in return because they were like, "Guess it's the end." And then I instantly came back, and I was like, "Wait, I changed my mind," and no one was there anymore. So I've lost my focus group. I'm too awkward to try and make them come back.
Gary, come home.
Legit. Ah, fuck. Oh, I ruined it. I'm the worst. Fuck. Hmm. I've been like trying to make myself work on stuff for the past couple
There's
of
too many.
days.
I have too many tabs open. I can't find which one the draw streamers on.
It's just gone now. You'll never come back. We're just gonna sit here looking at nothing happening on the screen. Yeah,
Why do I have like 5 Instagrams open? What is this?
that's a good question, man.
By the way, you should follow me on Instagram
Do I follow you on Instagram?
at @cata_special.
I don't remember if I'm following you on Instagram.
I'm pretty sure you are.
I think so.
Cause it won't stop recommending me your Instagram.
Oh, which is dumb because I don't do anything with it. My Instagram basically doesn't exist.
I can look at your Instagram and it's like, oh, it's recommending it to me. It must mean she must have posted something new, but no, it's the same 3 images.
Yeah, I don't use it very often. I'm not good with social media.
I know like how as an artist, a lot of people use like Twitter and DeviantArt to post their art on, but no, I'm only on Instagram.
Fair.
By the way, did I mention you should follow me on Instagram? I love self promotion.
I don't. I don't like promoting my stuff. But that's usually because I feel like my stuff sucks. I'm gonna lose again. Why can't I just be good at things? Boo. Gary Come Home is now stuck in my head.
Excuse me?
Gary Come Home is now stuck in my head.
I know. I don't even know the lyrics. Hold on. Mental, where are you?
Nice. I have this song on my phone.
And now you're gone. Wow, wow, wow. Come home.
Oh, fuck. Why am I so bad at this?
Back in my heart, believe me.
This metronome. My latest three-word poem. Gary Come Home. Gary Come Home.
Gary, come home.
Nice. What? What is this?
It's a video of an Asian man screaming at yellow paint.
Why?
I saw this video today, and it's my biggest inspiration for art now. There's just an average Asian man screaming at yellow paint.
Amazing.
It's what I aspire to be.
Fair. I feel like we should all aspire to be like this.
It's like music to my ears. You know, this is what they mean by putting emotion into your art. Ah. Yes.
Can you imagine just joining this stream and you just come in hearing screams? That's it. Nothing
At least it's
else.
it's not that much different from what we usually have.
That's fair. It's really more like joining a team meeting. You just come in, everyone's screaming.
But this time it's an Asian man screaming at yellow paint. Modern art is wacky.
Legit. Ow.
You know, I get how people don't like modern art, but as an art student and being exposed to it like 24/7, I understand the appeal, I guess. I'm not saying I like it, but I understand. Because there's all those rant videos on YouTube going on and on about how art has is so low effort nowadays, but it's like, sure, whatever you say, bud.
What do you mean low effort? That doesn't make any sense.
You know what isn't low effort? My comic. You should go read that. It's so high effort because I spent 4 months on it. I didn't spend 4 months on it. I just didn't do it for 4 months.
Yeah.
But I brought myself to do it. That's motivation and effort, I guess.
It's good enough.
It's good enough to make you read it. Go read it.
I'll have to check out the new chapter.
It's pretty exciting because Pun shows up for the first time.
Nice.
Also, D-Pad's there.
Oh.
D-Pad's like, he's dead, but he will live on in my comic. Don't mind the fact that he's like constantly online, just on Do Not Disturb.
I never really know what's going on with the various members of the team. I just assume everyone's doing whatever they want to do and I leave them alone.
We'll get work eventually.
One day.
I mean, I do have work I have to do. I'm just not doing it.
No one wants to do their actual work.
I have like school and stuff, man.
Yeah. This is just a volunteer project.
I have draw streams, man.
I have things I should actually be doing. I'm not doing any of them though.
And I never will.
Legit.
Nichols. Oh crap! Where did I put that tab for that others draw stream? It's hidden somewhere underneath all these Instagram ones.
What do you think I should work on, Catter?
What do you have to work on?
I have a lot of things that I can work on. Like, how many stories was it? I counted at one point. I think it's almost 19 or something that I could be working on. But right now, I narrowed it down to one story that's gonna be the book that I write and get published. And editing all of the stories that I have online that are ongoing, and starting, well, continuing a story on my Patreon.
What's your Patreon? You can promote it on the stream.
I think it's just Saralyn.
Hey guys, be sure to support Civilian on Patreon.
Please do. I only get paid like $3 a month. It's very sad.
You know, I have a Patreon, I just don't have any way to get paid.
I just don't
Because
do anything on
PayPal is dumb.
it. I still use it. I accept the dumbness.
I'm not even old enough to have a PayPal.
Mm,
And like literally everything uses PayPal to send you money.
it does.
Which is why I'm considering opening like a Fiverr.
I have a Fiverr as well, and that also doesn't get very much business. That's why I ended up writing those kids' stories. I think it got shut down recently, though.
What did?
My Fiverr account, because I haven't been doing anything on it lately, so it's
Big
just like, fuck
oof.
off. So, it's like not being shown on the normal Fiverr things where it would be, because it's like, you haven't been active on your Fiverr account lately, and I'm like, yeah, no shit, no one's been talking to me. What am I gonna do? So, eh.
Quick, someone go hire a civilian.
If you do that, I will love you forever. I don't know what you'd hire me for, but honestly, you could ask me to just write you furry
Literally
porn.
anything.
Legit, you could ask me to just write you fucking furry porn, and I would do it happily. I don't give a shit. I will write about whatever you want. My mother made like a really condescending comment about how I'd be willing to like write things like NSFW stuff or whatever, and she's just like, why would you like debase yourself like that or something? And I was just like, what are you talking about? Money is money. I don't care. Don't you want me to get
$20
paid?
is $20.
Legit. It is. It really is. I don't really care what I have to write for it as long as I get paid for something.
I draw hentai for Discord Nitro. Money is money.
Legit. It really is. Nothing else matters.
It's
Although,
business.
yeah. Although I did, like, refuse to do one job. Only the one time, though. And the reason
What
why,
was it?
it was because this guy, like, he didn't say it outright. He ended up leaving because I caught him in his ruse. But he was gonna ask me to do his homework for him, and I was like, nah, fam, I'm not about that life. I almost failed on my own. You're either gonna fail by yourself, or you're gonna find
Are you
somebody else
gonna
to do it.
pay to fail?
Yeah, that's why it's just like, I'm not gonna help you, fam. Fuck that. So I left him alone, and when I caught him, he just, like, didn't talk to me again.
Imagine that ghosting the person you tried to scam.
But yeah, I wasn't gonna do his one, but I was willing to do the other ones. And I would be more than happy to take on literally any other job. You could pay me like, it's not even a lot of money. You can pay me like $5 for a decent sized story about literally anything you want, and I will not give two shits. I will write it for you in a heartbeat. It won't even take long. It'll just take 24 hours. That's the deal. But no one wants to hire me because I suck. And that makes me sad. Why am I so bad at games? Let me win.
Letting you win isn't the point.
I know, but it should be.
That's called hacks.
I wish I had hacks on this. I'm trying to beat my sister and my mom.
I wish I could hack Mario Kart.
Pop. Bitch, I will eat your children. Let me murder this candlestick. I swear to God.
I see.
Out of context, that probably sounds a bit strange.
Yeah, let me eat your candlestick is pretty strange.
It sounds like a euphemism.
Is that your candlestick or are you just happy to see me?
It actually is a candlestick. You just pull it out of your pants. Like, why do you have a candlestick in your pants? I feel like that's more of a question than anything.
Atmospheric lighting.
Atmospheric lighting? You just carry it around with you at all times just in case.
I mean, you never know.
I mean, that's true. Oh fuck, did I I don't know, I don't think I sent it to anybody on the server, but there was this fucking awesome gif of like a surprise date thing where it was like this guy and he's standing in like a really sketchy hood and just like standing in the middle of a sidewalk in front of like a pedestal with a big red button on it. And this one guy, like in jogging shorts, comes over and he's just like curious, so he presses the button after a second, and instantly, like, the guy's clothes get ripped off. He's suddenly wearing a tuxedo. He like sits down on a bench that's like brought out by a bunch of people also wearing tuxedos, and they like change the pedestal into like a table, and they set it up with like a nice dinner, and a dude with a violin comes out and starts playing it, so it turns into like a surprise date. That was like the most amazing thing. It was hilarious. Why did I see that? Oh, that's why. Someone made an Undertale fanfiction about that gif.
What?
That's why I
The
knew
plot,
about it.
the plot thickens.
I just remembered. Oh man, that's why I saw the gif in the first place.
How do you make an Undertale fanfiction out of a GIF?
You can make a fanfiction from literally anything, fam. Oh man, I remember that though. It wasn't even a very good fic though. Did I save that one? I may very well have done. Did I? Hang on. Wait, shit. I don't know if I'd be able to find it. This was a while ago. Before I saw all of those Spider-Man ones. Oh no. It was probably so long ago that I wouldn't be able to find it even if I looked. Let's see. What one was this one? Oh no, it was a long time ago. I won't be able to find it even if I look. You know what's weird? I don't
What?
understand why this is the fact that, like, out of all of the different, like, Marvel franchise movies and stuff, for some weird reason that I genuinely don't understand, like, the pairing between Spider-Man and Iron Man is basically just porn and nothing else. And I
Wait,
don't.
what?
Yeah. Like, and I don't understand why. Like, it's only porn and nothing else.
Oh, you're talking about like how people portray it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the actual movies.
You're like trying to think in the context of the movies, like, was it?
I mean, did Iron Man when he looked at an image of Peter Parker at the start of Endgame, was he sexually aroused at that moment?
At that specific moment. Oh man. But no, like the in fanfic, I don't know why, but it's also it's so annoying, honestly, that it's just all porn. It's just that. There's like nothing else. There's no in between. It's just that. You either get porn or you don't. Actually, no, it's either porn or angst. It's one or the other. You don't get like anything
Who's the
else.
one with the angst?
Both of them. There's just angst all around cuz like it's one of them dead or it's the other one like missing or something terrible happened to the other one. It's always something terrible or it's just something sexual. It's one or the other.
I mean, they both become dead at one point.
It's true, but still. It's just a lot, man. Especially because it's like, it's always. It's not even like normal vanilla stuff either, which is like, sure, that's fine to include all the kinky stuff in fanfic. You always do that. But my thing is that like, take a break every once in a while. Like, chill out for once. Not every single one has to be like super fucking decked out porno. Like, what? Why? Every single time.
Can't you just look up porn?
Legit. Or like, can't you just not have it be porn? Like, it doesn't have to be all about the sex, my friend. Because it is. And especially like, do you know, like, I'm pretty sure, legitimately, at least 60% of all of the fics involving that pairing is just daddy kink. Like, that is such a commonly used tag in every single fic that
I
involves
mean,
the
that's
two of
exactly
them.
what it is.
It's. I know, but still. You don't have to use it in every single one. Someone can think of something else original. They're not actually related, guys.
Yeah, guys, use Sun King next time.
Oh my god. But no, it's like they're not actually related, you guys. You don't have to,
I
like,
mean, you don't need to be related to call someone daddy.
legit, but still. Why is it that it's every single fic? Can't you just do something else for once?
Can you not make it daddy kink for 5 minutes?
It's just worse because I. It's always just weird because in my family, like, we make fun of the daddy kink thing all the time, but it's weirder when people take it seriously.
God damn it.
I hate you, soap bubbles. Why do you exist? Fuck off.
You cut off, and all I heard was, I hate you.
That's it. That's it. There's nothing else. No, I said I hate you, soap bubbles. There's soap bubbles in my game, and they're really annoying. Oh god.
Peter Quill also hates soap bubbles.
You know, that's another fic. That reminds me of another fic that I read.
What, soap bubbles?
No, Peter Quill and his hatred of soap bubbles, and me talking about the daddy kink stuff from before. Just, that sounds weird or out
Would
of
Peter Quill and
context.
Thanos have a daddy king?
No. I tend to, like, stick with Iron Man stuff because he's my favorite. So, there was one that I
I
read.
like Iron Man. He was goofy as hell like back in the 90s, but nowadays he's pretty cool.
He is.
Like back then his armor didn't look like iron, it just looks like rubber.
It. Yeah. But what was it? It was like, I was in one of the things where I end up reading like a fuck ton of fanfic. And I found one that was like a bunch of people trying to get with Tony Stark. And and one of the things ended up being Peter Quill. And I remember, like, they did a really nice scene of him, like, proposing, and I thought that that was pretty fucking dope. Like, they did a really good job writing that scene. I was very pleased.
Why am I having so much trouble drawing this arm?
I feel like you've been on this arm for, like, a while.
I've been too busy thinking about Peter Quill and Iron Man.
Preoccupied with the daddy kink. Ah, fuck. Bubbles! No. Fuck off.
I mean, if I was in your family situation, I too would have a daddy king.
I'm surprised my sister doesn't have one.
Your
It's pretty
dad
fucking
is
close to it.
sexy.
I'm not gonna fight you on that. Don't.
That's right.
Fuck off, Bubbles. Damn it.
Bubbles was my least favorite Powerpuff Girl.
I don't remember if I preferred one of them or the other. I haven't watched Powerpuff Girls in a long time.
The only recent exposure to Powerpuff Girls I've seen is Powerpuff Girls Z.
Was that when everyone was trying to watch it for that one thing that Awu wanted to do?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
I don't know. You know what? I give up. I'm not drawing this arm. It's too complicated. I'm too bothered by goddamn Peter Quill and Iron Man.
It's just in your head now.
I'm too preoccupied.
What's some other good fanfiction that I've read? I haven't read any in a bit, so I'm not sure. You know what? Fuck it. I don't want to keep playing this right now. I'm gonna look through all of my saved fanfic. Oh, jeez. What was the most recent one? Oh! This was one that I read right after seeing Endgame.
What's it about?
Tony and Nebula. Not as like a romantic
Freaking
pairing,
of
but
course
just
it
as
is.
friends. It was
I
like,
mean, yeah, they were on that ship for a while.
yeah. This one was like focusing on Nebula mourning Tony in the aftermath. I'm gonna drop spoilers. That's just what's gonna happen. Not like
It's
anyone's
past
watching.
spoiler week anyway.
That's true. Nobody cares, and if you do, you can fuck off.
If you haven't seen Endgame, you can die.
Just like everybody else. What was the other
I
one?
hope you get snapped.
Oh, this was the Truth Serum one.
True, so.
Yeah, this was a Peter and Tony one.
What did Tony use Truth Serum when Spider-Man?
No, he ended up getting like hit with Truth Serum on accident, and then like Tony took it
Confessed his
for
life, his
solidarity.
love.
Yeah. And then they fucking had sex at the end, which was weird because it was incredibly out of context.
Has anyone made any fan fiction about Tony's nano suit and how he could possibly use nanobots to make a robotic penis?
Not recently, I think, but I have actually read about that like ages ago.
Good.
Yeah. Like, I've definitely read ones about that. I think it was specifically with the nanosuit, too.
Like with the nano suit, like he.
It was definitely with like the more like the original like comic version of the nanosuit, the one that it usually
Ah,
involved Extremis.
I see.
Yeah, I remember that one actually. I liked that one. That one was good.
I don't like. I actually don't like the design of the most recent suit, the nano suit one.
What did that one look like? I've forgotten instantly.
It doesn't have enough. It just looks way too rounded, in my opinion. It needs more sharp edges, like the original Iron Man suit.
I like the original one. Um,
Like not the original one, as in the Mark One, like more
no.
Mark Two and Three.
Yeah. Is this the one that we're talking about? I forget. Uh,
Mark 50, I think, is the one I don't like.
Let me see.
I think that's what it calls.
Mm, yeah, it is this one. It does look weird. I don't really like it either. Yeah, it's definitely this one. Because that was the one that was in Infinity War and everything. It does. It looks. I don't. The shoulders, I think, are weird. Like the patterns are strange. I don't really like it either.
See,
Yeah, out of all of the suits, that one's not my favorite.
I
I'm.
also do not like Professor Hulk. He is not good.
Yeah, he's weird.
We don't have enough Hulk smashes in the MCU.
Legit. I didn't like that they like fused.
I don't like. They could have at least not used his Banner's voice.
Yeah, like maybe I don't know, at least like a mix. It was weird.
At least make him not sound like a fucking dog.
It felt weird in context with like everything else that had been happening with the Hulk because it was kind of
They
like
also like
what
really.
it was just it was weird because it was like they kind of got rid of the Hulk. It wasn't even really like a mesh of the two of them. It was more that the Hulk just ceased existing and now it was just Bruce.
They just make Banner bigger and green.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was weird. Let's see. I liked this
What?
one. I'm still looking down my list of like fics that I've saved, and this is another Peter Tony one. And this one was actually really funny because it didn't include any actual like sex scenes, but there was a lot of like implications of it because it was like Peter was basically constantly going out and like Tony kept finding him out in alleys like having really rough sex with strangers. And
Uh,
the reason why was because Peter enjoyed like the role play of being out in an alleyway having sex with a stranger, even though they weren't actually strangers. He
like
just
as
really enjoyed doing
Spider-Man,
it.
or
No, like as himself, as like a stranger, like a hooker on the street or something. And like
it
that.
doesn't need to be Iron Man and Spider-Man. Then
No, it doesn't. But the point, like,
you could have just put any two characters
yeah,
there.
that's that's how it is with pretty much any fic, really. But it was just really funny because it was like I didn't even need it to be the pairing between the two of them. Honestly, it could have been any characters, true, and I would have just found it similarly amusing. I just really enjoyed the fact that it's like it's because Tony keeps finding him in these situations and thinking he has to like help him, but he doesn't. And then Peter gets annoyed every single time, being like, "Stop cock blocking me every single time I get the opportunity to have sex like this." It's really funny. Yeah, I
Just
liked
do it
that
in the
one.
comfort of your own alleyway.
But yeah, I liked that one. That one was funny. What's this one? It's probably the same pairing. Yup. Um. Oh, this is a fake relationship one. That's a classic.
Oh yes, the fake relationship.
But it's got a like. Oh, it's got a twist.
It's got the M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Yeah, it's a megaverse.
Of course it is.
Bad memories start surfacing.
Please no.
Yeah, that one was alright. I don't remember how it ended.
We should bring back the Source Studios Omegaverse.
When did it leave? Isn't there still like a sheet for it somewhere?
There is still a sheet somewhere, but it's not mentioned enough.
I think I have it somewhere. Flower
I'm sure
definitely
I
sent it
have
to
it
me.
somewhere saved.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I saved it in like the server folder somewhere on my laptop.
All I remember is that I was a beta.
Were you?
Was which one was the one that could get impregnated again?
Omega.
I don't know. Maybe I was a Omega.
Hang on, let me look. I have the thing open. So,
Please check for me. I want a confirmation of what I was.
uh, I was a beta. I remembered that right. Yeah, you were an Omega.
Wasn't there like a list of who was paired with who?
She had possible pairings, yeah.
What were they?
Calm and Shiro, because Calm is a beta and
Of
Shiro's an
course.
alpha. So Calm would have the babies.
Of course he would.
And then Calm and Pawns, with Pawns as the alpha. Tech into Woo, and we both know what either one of them would end up being.
Yep.
It was you and Special.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. uh,
Please do not ship me and myself.
D-Pad and Joe. I don't know why. Then Flower and Potato and Flower and Pawns.
Flower and ponds.
Random, but alright. It's probably in context about what we were talking about at the time. What else is on my list? Wait, what one was I at? This one.
The
Okay.
last one you said was flower and ponds.
Oh no, that was the end of the list. That's all that there was.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't a long list. That was all that Flower came up with.
We need more Tony Iron Man fanfic.
That's what I'm looking at. Oh, this one! I liked this one. Okay, so this one is another one with Tony and Peter. And like it's basically like we should have sex for science. Yeah, totally, for science. And like that's the context of the entire story basically.
I need new web shooter formula.
No, but it was like what was it specifically like Peter said some bullshit about being like, you know, I'm gonna like be going to college now and I need to figure out how to like kiss and have sex with people and I don't know how to deal with that. It was something like overstimulation because his powers were like making him really hypersensitive to like contact with things. So he's
I
just like,
mean,
I don't know
in
how
the
to deal with
comics,
that.
they did like mention how if there was two spider people in the same room, they would want to have sex.
Fair. But yeah, he was talking about that and being like, it would be too overstimulating, and I don't know how to deal with all of the like stimulation and stuff. So
My
Tony's just
spidey
like,
sense is going off.
yeah. So Tony's just like, I'll help you deal with it by getting you used to sex before you have to do it with other people.
I'm sure Tony would have a robot for that, but no.
He literally makes a sex machine in this fic too.
What? Okay, then, of course.
Yeah, this one was fun.
He names it Ultron.
He names it Ultron. A lot of grief would have been saved if Ultron had just been a sex machine, honestly. Yeah, I liked this one. That one was fun. There was a lot of good smut moments in that one. It was written really well. What's this one? Um. Oh, this is an
God damn it.
entirely different one.
My whole entire screen zoomed in and accidentally zoomed into your goddamn profile picture.
This one was from Detroit Become Human. I switched fandoms in this part.
I, I haven't played the game, but I have watched a full playthrough of it, so.
Enough context, then. Fair enough. What one was this one?
I mean, I heard it was like a pretty bad story, so I'm not gonna like buy it.
It's not worth it to play it, honestly.
Like something about how it was too. It doesn't make sense because why would they make connections to the Black Revolution? Is it
What?
called the Black Revolution? More like the Civil Rights Movement.
Yeah.
I don't know why I called it the Black Revolution.
That's basically what it was, anyways. What was this one about? Uh, what is this one about? I've forgotten instantly. I favorited it and everything. Oh, I remember. Oh, this was just a domestic, like, Connor and Hank one. This made me very
Oh,
happy. Oh, that was a sweet one. This was nice. It reminded me of just, like, robots wearing pink aprons and, like, chilling out with giant dogs. That made me happy. I remember that. I read this on the day of the run. I remember the context of this. Yeah, I read this early in the morning when I hadn't slept at all. I remember you. Okay, that's cool. Memories. What else is there? Um, what are you? Oh, this was a Blue Exorcist one.
goddamn Blue Exorcist. When's the last time I watched that?
Right? Seriously.
I mean, the first season was a decent show, the rest was bad.
It just got, like, it just
I
got,
mean, it started off a little bit iffy, but then it just kept getting worse.
it just went, you know? It really just went.
I mean, hold on. What does the Discord ping thing look like again? Like just a one
Yeah, I think it's just a one now. Or, like, numbers. I've forgotten.
ping symbol images.
Oh,
I
jeez.
look up ping symbol and it just gives me ping pong battles.
What was this one even
You know what?
about?
I should make it the symbol where it's like when your Discord servers like crashed.
Yeah, that would make sense. What even is this? I don't remember what happened in this. Oh, I liked this one. Okay, I remember. Like, trying to remember all of the fanfiction I've read. There's too many, though. That one was alright. It was cute. There was lots of cuddling. I'm his husband. What? Whomst? This was a One Punch Man one.
What is Genos and Saitama?
Yeah, of course. The obligatory accidental marriage fic is what the description says.
What?
Oh, I liked this one. This one was funny. It's just like Saitama saying, like, I'm his husband in front of somebody for some fucking reason, and then everyone's just like, fucking what? And Genos is like, I don't want to say anything because I'm totally fine with this, and then, like, they just don't do anything about it. They just leave it alone. That one was fun. What is this one? Another One Punch Man one. Genos falls into a lake. Okay.
I'm sure he's fine.
He is. I think he caught crabs. I remember this.
Wait, what?
Oh god.
Last time I checked, that's not how crabs work.
Yeah, I remember he like went in there and then he like presented crabs afterwards and like, I caught crabs while I was under there. We have dinner now. And, like, that was
Oh,
yeah,
if
that
you
was my
like,
favorite part.
if you had sex with the crab monster from like the first episode, would you get crabs?
Yes. Crab latte. I believe it. It would make sense.
Of course you would.
Oh jeez. What's this one?
I should move away from my mic. I'm breathing too loud.
Are you? I mean, now you are, but you're doing it on purpose.
It's because like I have listened to my mic turned on, so I just hear heavy breathing from my end.
I don't really hear it on my end.
It's probably because I have push to talk on, but it's annoying me alone.
Do you think Saitama can get drunk?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Wait, I should add some signatures to his artwork. Hold on. Drawn by Kata, designed by Doodling Neko.
Oh, this one was a live streaming one. I liked this one. It was cute. What are you? What? Is this a sex one? This is a sex one. I remember this one. I liked this one. The first tag is just detachable dick. That's really funny.
Okay then.
That one was fun. I feel like you could have a lot of fun having a detachable dick. It would be weird, but you could do
My
a lot of
favorite
stuff with it.
tag of any hentai is unusual pupil.
Let's see. This is like barely scratching the surface of all of the fics that I've read recently. What's this one? Or that one? That one? No. What are you? Oh, this also doesn't make sense. This is like Genos getting drunk, and that there's no logical reason for that to happen. It was a fun one, though. Oh, the hero auction one. Oh, did it get updated? Yeah, it did.
The hero auction, huh?
Yeah. Saitama gets sold at an auction, and a bunch of heroes actually try to, like, buy him because of how powerful he is.
Also, now they know how powerful he is.
They do in the context of this fic, apparently. Which is fine. It was fun seeing everybody, like, vie for his attentions.
Bishop is Saitama and King, you can't argue.
Legit. That's a really good ship. That one does not have as much, like, fic about it as it should. It really doesn't. Where's the one that I have? I found one. Like, a rare find. I
Like,
actually found a
in the
good one.
context of the actual manga, the main ship may be Saitama and Blizzard, but nah, it's Saitama and King.
When it comes to, like, fanfiction shipping, in my opinion, though, like, you completely disregard any straight relationships. This one wasn't the right one. Oh, this one was about Genos shutting down every time they got, like, sexy at any point, so he just forgot everything that happened. No, it's this one. I have one
I
that
mean,
was...
yeah, computers overheat.
Yeah. Oh, I found it! This is the one with King. I liked this one. This one was fun.
King turned on his King engine.
Is just panicking. I still haven't... I'm still uncertain about the new season. I'm glad that they included King in the first episode, though. That was a good choice. What's this one? Where's the orgy one? Oh, I didn't save the orgy one? Did I not? Oh, that's sad. I liked that one. Why didn't I save that one? Was I not in the mood for smut? Maybe. Bummer. Ow, my eye. What's this one? Ah. Oh, this one was fun. Switched fandoms again. This is Rise of the Guardians.
Huh?
That one was alright. Giant rabbit with like 6 arms.
Wait, which one was Rise of the Guardians again? Was that the one with Jack Frost?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the one where, I don't know if you were around for it, but that's the one where I told everyone about, like, the, it wasn't vor, vivisection. It was the vivisection fix.
I don't think I was there for that.
But yeah, I remember, I think I scarred Tech with that at one point.
Wait, hold on, vivisection. What? That's the way they do stuff in animals.
No, vivisection is where you cut open your partner and, like, mess with their insides.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of dissection.
Yeah. But yeah, like, there's fics of that with the pairing of, like, Jack Frost and the Easter Bunny, and I showed that to everybody because I read those fics a long time ago.
Vivisection's cool.
Ah, fuck. What? Is this a South Park one? Why was I reading South Park fanfiction? When did that happen? Okay, fair enough. I feel like I haven't really read South Park fanfiction in like 2 years, but whatever. Haven't been that into the fandom lately. What's after that?
I don't think I've even watched South Park in 2 years.
That's why I haven't read it in 2 years. I also haven't seen it in a long time. Um, what? Oh, this one. This is a Sanders size one. Hmm. Another Sanders size one. That one was weird. Why did I favorite that one? It wasn't even really good. Hmm. What? Oh. Mm. Oh, Venom.
Oh, Venom.
Yeah, I read some Venom ones. Those were fun. You can do a lot of creative things with the Venom fandom.
Of course you can, it's literally Venom.
Mm-hmm. Ah. I liked Venom. Venom was a fun movie. Mm. What's that one? Oh, yeah. I read some Artemis Fowl ones for a bit. Hmm. That one's a Spider-Verse Sanders sides one.
I am very excited for the new Spider-Man movie.
I haven't seen the previous one, Homecoming. I never got around to watching it.
At least this new one introduces the multiverse.
Hmm. I'm kind of behind on a few of the movies. Like, I saw Endgame, but that was only because it was convenient to go and see it. Oh my god, this is the one with the jam jar.
Huh?
I remember now. Because during one of the streams, I don't remember if you were there for that one either, but it was like I mentioned the fact that there was. Why were we talking about this? We were talking about people having sex with jam.
Was not the
And like, Calm drew it on the stream of like Mercury covered in jam. I think.
I mean I remember like Prego sauce with that.
Was that the Prego sauce stream?
I don't know.
Hang on, let me look. I can figure that out in context if I find the image for it. Because I remember this happening. That, or I just am not remembering anything, right? Hang on. Let me look in T-Mart. It'll be there eventually. All the ass from the last one. Some actual stuff. There's the black hole stuff. What are the other ones? Flex Seal.
I love you.
The arm. Jesus. What was happening with that one? I think that was like the fantasy one. What was
Which
going
one?
on? The, the one where we like drew Urimaru and like Vegemite on Comchan.
Yeah, yeah, that was the fantasy one.
Yeah, that was like the final one of the week. That one was so weird. The hot cheese on fire.
I still have that as an emote. It's a great emote.
It's the best emote. Oh man. That one was weird. Where is it? So many mushrooms. Okay. No. What? I know that you're in here. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. It wasn't in T-Mart? Who didn't post it there? Probably me. Damn it. It's probably somewhere else. I can't sort through creative. I don't want to look on my computer. I know that it's on there somewhere, though. Boo. I don't remember what the context was. Unfortunate. How long has this live stream been happening?
Like an hour and a half.
Oh.
I'm basically done.
Okay. I was looking at my fanfic folder. I didn't realize we'd been here for that long.
We were doing a stream? What?
Right? I completely forgot. Got distracted. Not like anyone's really watching.
I mean, me too. I was too fixated on Tony Stark and I.
Tony Stark and Peter Quill. Alright, well, for once, there's not much zooming that needs to be involved because there's only one image on the screen. So we'll just zoom in to look at it better. Oh, jeez. Nice. I can imagine someone getting hit in the face with that street sign.
Your server is not connected.
Whap! Happens to me all the time. Feels bad, man.
It's always like whenever I don't see like this server on this list, I just think, oh, I finally been banned, haven't I?
Right, legit.
But apparently it's been down for a while.
Yeah.
I'm mentally
Sometimes.
prepared for the day I finally get banned.
I'm like, if anything, like, I'll end up banning myself. That's always my mentality about it, is that it's like, I won't get banned by someone else, but one day I'll just wake up and not be on the server, and I'll be like, why? And everyone will just be like, why did you leave again? I'm gonna get, like, properly blackout drunk this year, because my sisters are gonna make me get drunk, and I bet you that something terrible is gonna happen on one of the servers that I'm on when that happens.
Great.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to. I'm probably just gonna leave. Oh man, you know what's fucking exciting?
What?
I fixed the thing with the customization, because before I couldn't get all of the, like, custom roles on the server. Yeah, it just wouldn't work, and I wasn't sure why. But then, like, I tried it again earlier, and it worked, so I'm able to go into NSFW again, and I have my rainbow back.
Wow.
Yeah, much excitement. I thought I'd share that news, because I'm very excited about it. I'm very happy. I was very sad that I couldn't fix that before. But yeah, I have just been rambling the entire past, like, hour and a half. But that's
We are
okay.
not sorry for MCU spoilers. It's your fault for not watching the movies.
It's true. Or it's your fault for not just fucking leaving like we told you to. So, oh well.
But hey, there's no one watching it anyway.
It's true. They all left when we started like speaking about random spoilers and like Tony Stark having sex with literally everybody. So,
Good stream, 10 out of 10.
yeah, legit best stream EU. All right. Guess we'll say bye then.
By no one.
You don't know, maybe one day I'll actually like post up the archives and people will watch this later. So,
Yeah.
one day.